Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field, because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cassius Marsh. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic will get you scored on again.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Out.
They'll run on 1st down. Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Mahomes going to throw. The open man is Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
54, right there. 54.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
12. All day, just like that.
1st down, the run with Lynch. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Alexander. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Able to find his target here, Largent. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Right. 54 Mike. I got one. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. 12.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Green 80. Check. Watch 54. Hey, check.
On 3rd down, Alexander. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. It's Walker, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks,
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They run the counter. Walker. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
First down, Minnesota.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Peterson a first down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. And got his man complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Ankle. He's cracked. He's checking crack. Hey, alert. Check right. Watch if he climbs. He can't hang. Hey, zero. Good cut.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's put that team on the bus. 43.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mahomes now on first down. And Walker has it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
You go tight. You got tight.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. It's Alexander, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Cut, 380. Mike 95.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Get ready. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Wilson on first down. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Mahomes firing complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And this defense not giving them anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Tempo.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, it's Lynch. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now a give, right side. It's Alexander. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Let's go.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Watch the slant. 19. 54.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Give me that ball, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings' 40-yard line.
Quick, 380. Hey guys, listen. Watch the curl.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, it's Walker, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come again. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now it's Adrian Peterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Minnesota, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they dropped their 7th game on the year, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brent.